Okay guys, let's take a look at Reddit. Now we did correctly predict that we would be coming down in the short term, and while the target at the bottom of the parallel channel did not hold, as I was kind of expecting if you watched my recent macro video, the target at 162, this gap fill, also did not hold at all, just went straight through. And this is my bad, guys. I actually just misread the chart, to be completely honest. I didn't even notice. There's actually another gap fill here on the chart, and that's something that just completely went over my head the first time I was looking at Reddit, so that's my bad. If I'd seen that, probably would have put the target lower here, because if you're coming to 162, you may as well take the gap at 150 as well, and that seemingly is what price has done. Once I did notice that, then it gave me the confidence to actually enter at this sort of level around 150, because I think you're very oversold right now on Reddit. Let me just take off the EMAs to make the chart a bit clearer, but yeah, always very difficult to call the bottoms, but this is just simply a misreading of the chart, so I do apologize for that. I did buy at 162, and then I realized, oh, hold on a minute, there's another bloody gap down here. Okay, guess we're headed lower. So I think you wicked down, trying to push out people who are buying this level. We'll see if this holds. There are earnings coming up on Reddit, so you've got to imagine if they are good earnings, you're probably going to gap up quite a bit, perhaps only to the bottom of the channel here, maybe around $170 before selling off further. That's possible. You know, we might be going like this kind of thing. Alternatively, could be more of a stronger bounce, getting back in here, going back up, depending on what the market in general is wanting to do, because you've had a big sell-off on these speculative, more tech high beta names, such as Reddit, and all kinds of stocks have been selling off the past few days, so I don't think it's specific to Reddit, but it's good that we filled this gap. That's the first target I had. The next gap is down here at 126. There's also this trend line that I draw your attention to here, which could line up with a potential bottom, meeting the gap fill target at around $126. That would be a bit later on in the year. So not impossible that we could go up here, and then eventually later on, perhaps when the market in general sells off further, we could see Reddit going down a bit more. I'm a bit scared. If this breaks, if these levels break, then there's really not that much going for you. You might have to wait until, $78 or so to get a good level where buyers step in. If there is sort of a worst case scenario and the market really hits a speed bump and we're going down a considerable amount, then these levels may not even be safe, and you may be looking at, big drawdowns. But on the bright side, I think that would be giving you an opportunity to accumulate at lower prices, and would probably be a good idea to do so. Not financial advice, of course. So that's the Reddit outlook. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed that I missed this gap at 150, but it's okay. I think anyone holding at 162 will probably get a chance to sell at some point after earnings, but we'll see. The stock is very oversold. If it does come down to $126 or so, I'm probably loading the boat up at that point for a rebound, really adding to the position there. If not, then I'm just going to play the reversal and get out of leveraged positions once we probably hit this trend line. And if we go beyond that, then I'm going to be holding stock for that move. So that's what I'm up to. I'm pretty happy with the prediction, at least. We did come down, we did break the channel, as I predicted may happen. So that's all groovy. That being said, thank you very much for watching, guys. Subscribe for daily charts and analysis like this, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.